Yeah, that was a lot better.
Oh, you've only hold it. Only gone and hold it. So it's working already.
This is Dan Grieve, the best short game coach in the world. He's a master PGA coach, a best-selling golf author, and one of the most renowned coaches on YouTube. Lessons with Dan start at $1,000 per session, and he's about to share all his secrets with us high handicappers. The lesson we're about to show you has 100% changed my short game for the better. The small details and tips you'll see in this video might just do the same for you. So, how did I end up in a position where I'm getting a lesson from Dan? Long story short, I'm a high handicap golfer and I've been playing golf every day for the past 133 days straight, with the goal of making 18 pars in a row. Pretty ridiculous, I know. My current record is 7, but I've recently plateaued and I've realized I'm going to need help if I ever want to make this happen.
That's so bad. Look at that.
So, we shot for the stars and asked the best short game coach in the world for some help. And somehow, he replied. So this is the plan for today. 1. Head to Woburn Golf Club. 2. Share the entire lesson with you. You will not want to miss some of these gems. 3. Attempt the 18 pars challenge with Dan on the bag and see how many pars I can make. Will a $1,000 lesson show immediate results? How good of a caddy is Dan? Let's find out.
Day 133 of playing golf every single day until I make 18 pars in a row.
Okay, Timmy, right, so tell me about your short game then. Obviously you've got this fantastic series where you're going and you're trying to 18 pars in a row. That's my dream as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, and so you're doing okay, you're improving. But
you've never done it?
I've never done it. I got to 16th once.
That's very terrible to hear, but,
but it's the dream though.
It's the dream,
it's the
yeah.
dream. And tell me about your short game. What's good and bad?
Okay, so I think one of the best parts of my short game is like the classical bump and run, like from this to that distance there, hitting it low. I feel like I've, with the course of the series, gotten a lot better. What I'm probably not so good at is any type of short game shot where I need the ball to stop, like where it lands.
So you have less green to work with,
less
you're
green to work with,
short-sighted.
short-sighted.
Okay,
I'm not, I probably pull contact most of the time on those, and they never really roll out the way I want them to.
Okay.
Like, so low ones are probably fine, high ones are not that good.
Okay, fine. And no issue, what you got there? Is that a pitching wedge in your hand?
It's a pitching wedge, yeah.
And are you happy going up and down the bag? You're not a sort of one club man around the greens?
This is like my preferred one if I don't have anything of height in front of me.
And if you do?
56.
And I'm just looking in your bag there. You've got.
Is
that's the full complement?
That's the full. That's 56.
Okay.
There's no 60 or 58 in there. There used to be a 60, but it was left in some green and never returned. So.
Right. All right. Let's use the wedge then. We're going to go to that pin first. I'm going to have a look at this basic shot. I know you're saying you're okay at this, so I'm just going to give you the all clear. Okay. So
I've set myself a little bit of pressure saying I'm good at this now, but.
Okay, run it down. And do you ever get a bad one here? Do you ever sometimes, would it dig in or would you thin it a little bit at all?
Used to a lot. Now, like I do have to say, quite rare.
Yeah, good.
Like it's quite rare that I mishit one.
Okay, good. No, they weren't pure, but they're going close, okay? Because you got the right club in your hand. A big part of the short game is having the right club in your hand, by the way.
And even those ones, so I'd still, like, that was obviously a bit thin. The first one was a bit fat, but I'm still happy with those. Like, I don't consider those.
Yeah, sure. They're not destructive, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but I think we can make it better.
Okay.
All right, stand this side. Right, so you're set. I'll tell you what you're doing well. You've got your weight nicely on your left side. You've got your stance nice and narrow, which is important for short game. The big thing about short game, you understand, it's the opposite to long game.
Yeah.
When long game, you want some width, you want some weight transference, you want power, you want compression. In short game, it's the opposite. It's about getting finesse and touch and feel. So we want to be setting up narrow. We want a different sequence of movement. You want to feel like you're using more of the bounce of the club rather than driving too much. And you're a little bit drivey.
Yeah.
You've got quite a lot of shaft lean there, okay, which is excellent in long game, but it can be destructive in short game. So you saying you struggle with the short-sided ones, I can kind of see what you're doing and why you will struggle with some of the things you're showing me here at address, particularly of how much loft you're taking off the club there. And if you're doing anything like this, when you're short-sided, you're going to struggle a little bit. Okay.
Makes sense.
So, but we're going to see if we can make this a little friendlier for you, though. So, yeah, keep doing what you're doing in terms of how you're moving the weight forward on that left side. But you do have quite a lot of forward lean here. And the problem here is when you have this much lean, you start to get a little bit too much shoulder tilt here as well. Although your weight is left, you've got quite a lot of tilt with this quite a low right shoulder. So it's very hard for you to rotate your chest through the ball.
Yeah.
So when you watch the best players in the world chip, they're moving much more this way through the ball. You see how my chest is facing it there?
Yeah.
So it's much more down the line. You look a little bit more like this. You see? You're just kind of using your hands and arms.
Similar flighted ball as well to my shot.
Okay.
Right?
And listen, you're a good player. You practice it, and you're good at that. However, I do think we can make it a little friendly. So what we're going to do is just get your shoulders more level here. We're going to reduce the amount of shaft lean you've got. Just put a little bit in there. And I'm just going to see if I can get you a better feel in terms of how you rotate your chest. So if you do catch it a little heavy, which we did a couple of times there, the bounce, I'm going to hit this one heavy on purpose. The bounce is going to help the club through the turf and still hit it nice and close.
Okay.
Whereas at the moment, when you've got that amount of lean, it can lead to that sort of slightly stabbing one at times. Yeah. All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Right. If you set up the ball then.
So the weight's still forward, but less forward like that. More.
Just get your feet a little bit narrow as well. That's perfect. Yeah. So I want you to go a little bit more this way. You get a little bit shut.
Yeah.
And a little bit low with the shoulder. So I want you to go more that way.
Okay.
Now that looks much better. You feel it?
Yeah.
Now,
then rotate around as well.
Yeah, that's it. So your weight's on the left side. Now you've got something to turn around better. So if you take a back swing, try and feel like there's a little bit of movement with your right pocket. So you want a little bit of rotation this way. Yeah, so at the moment you're just hands and arms.
Yeah.
And you want to feel a bit more movement. So if I just help you with that mover, just take a back swing. Does that feel different?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. And then from here, you go this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is you at the moment. You have no movement there.
Yeah.
Your hands and arms go there, and you drive your hands this way.
Yeah. Okay. So
that's the change.
keep the hips
Yeah.
moving too.
And what we're looking for basically is this club to be on the ground for longer. To do a practice swing, can you let the club brush the ground more rather than it dig in? It's a good noise. That's the noise you want.
Okay.
Nice. You feel the chest turning to target a bit more now? Yeah?
Yeah, I can.
Good. All right. Let's give that a go with the ball. You might overhit the first one, we'll see.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more that way. That way, okay? Nice and relaxed with the arms as well. You're a little bit tight there. Just relax. Okay. Right hip back, chest to target a little bit more. Much better noise.
Yeah.
And straighter as well.
Straighter as
Just
well.
overhit slightly because you're not used to moving that much. So
Loftier too, right?
sorry?
Lofty,
yes,
yeah.
exactly. It wasn't coming off quite so driven. This is the thing, you got to, there we go. Relax the arms.
So almost like twisting left a bit.
Yes, you want to feel like your chest bone is pointing here.
Okay.
All right, so a little bit more right hip turn going back, and then going through, everything opens up. That's where I want you to finish.
Yeah.
That looks far more professional.
Okay.
Okay, see the hands have come round the corner? So the hands are working on an arc, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Now that's good. How does that
Yeah.
feel, the movement?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it feels a bit strange, but
yeah, okay.
but it
I like
makes
strange.
sense.
That means
right?
you've changed it.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what you're doing is you're moving your torso so much better. But what you're doing is you're doing it a little bit quick. That's why the ball's going a little bit too far and past the pin.
To control.
So this is the engine for you now, not your hands and arms. Right. This chest bone is your engine. How that moves. It doesn't mean to mean that you've got to really rip it and go quick with it. The engine is on, but it's not necessarily going that fast. Right. So you've got to keep it moving, but just a little smoother.
Okay.
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 Good there. Good. Smoothly turn the chest. Okay. Again.
It's going too slow.
Yeah. You can go too slow.
Yeah.
Very, very good. That looks really different.
Yeah.
When you're chipping, do you focus on how the ball gets to the hole, as in where you want to land it and where the ball will break, or do you think you're mainly looking at the target, like the pin?
I think that's a big thing that I've changed in the course of the series that I'm doing is that like I now look at where to land it, where it finishes.
Yeah.
Like my main point of looking out is where to land it.
Good. And that's really important you do that, because then your instinct can start to feel the shot, and that's how you get it.
Yeah.
But your ball's coming off slightly differently now. Okay, so from what you've done before, so it's just a case of just adjusting that and focusing where you want to land the ball a bit more, yeah?
So in the sense that I'm now hitting it more straight, and before I was looking to put it out to the right
exactly,
a bit.
yeah. Allowing for it, yeah.
Okay.
Really good. Really soft.
Yeah.
It's that noise I like. You know, at the beginning there wasn't really much of a noise. You were kind of either catching the ball or it was digging in. Whereas now you've got that brushing noise.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what the best players in the world do. They have this big margin for error.
Mm-hmm.
And you're under pressure. Imagine getting to the 16th, 17th, and you've got
this,
70,
yeah.
and you get there, and you've got one of these chips, right? You need something that's going to be safe under pressure. And the beauty about this technique, right? You can hit right back here, and it's going to work to here, and that club is just sliding. Mm-hmm. So if you do catch it a little bit heavy, which we all do under pressure, the club is going to keep moving, and you'll still get an okay result. My worry about your roll technique is if you're under pressure, if you're not quite perfect, it can dig in.
The ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you always recommend using a pitching wedge, or like, does this work with every club?
I'm really impressed you used the wedge. That is the perfect club for that pin.
Yeah.
Most people would use more loft than that, and it would kind of spin up and stop short. Mm-hmm. So I was really impressed you've using that club. But to be fair, you only really have 2 wedges in your bag, so like it's a little bit easier. Some people have like 4.
Yeah,
so you've got a 56 or a wedge. Pitching wedge is perfect for that. But the thing I want you to understand here, I've given you one technique and one setup, and you can do this with every iron in your bag, depending how much you want the ball to run. If you want the ball to run out another 15 yards, we might get the 8 iron in your hand. If we were going for this near pin, we'd probably do it with a 56.
Yeah.
Right. So don't think it's a different swing. You know, it's just the same swing and a different club in your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Let's get you in a short-sided position.
Okay.
Make it a little tougher. All right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, we're in this position. We're short-sided. We're going for that right-hand pin. So there's very little green we've got there in relation to how much of the fairway we've got to carry. Now you could still use something like a 9 or an 8 iron, bump it into the bank, and that is a shot. It is a viable shot, but I'd like you to try and land this on the green. Imagine you've got to carry it a little bit further. The danger of hitting a low flighted shot into the bank there, it will kick sideways, and also just judging it when you land it into the bank is quite difficult. The pro here will just land it on the green, okay, and get a soft landing shot. I notice you've gone to 56.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, which is totally the right club.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, show me what you got. But this is a shot you don't particularly like, yeah?
This is the one I'd be nervous over on the course. Like, I wouldn't love the fact that I'm sitting here doing this.
Okay, wasn't a bad contact, but the ball's running a lot, isn't it?
It is running a lot.
Is that what happens?
It happens.
Strong?
So it's like still lower flighted than I would want, and it's I can never judge how far it runs, if that makes sense. Yeah, that was a lot better.
Oh, you've only hold it. Only gone and hold it. So it's working already. See, some of the stuff we've done, you've got the shaft more neutral now.
Yeah,
Do you hear that slide under the ball better?
I've already integrated it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're looking better. Okay, right, down this side, let me show you a few things. So, you have got a setup error for sure. You are getting too pressy with the shaft angle. So, I like the ball forward, by the way.
Yeah.
Really like the ball forward, but you're getting it pressing too much this way, so you're de-lofting it. And from there, you're pretty much doing the same sort of swing, okay? But if you get that ball first, and that's what you're getting there, you're getting ball first contact, the ball tends to just run on. But if you get a little heavy like I did there, you know, it's it stabs that way.
Yeah.
So I don't like playing this shot that way. I don't want my ball to come off softer than that. So absolutely get the ball on that front foot, but I want the shaft angle in line with the back of the ball. Okay, and I want you to stand a little bit further away from the ball as well, so you don't get the hands quite so high for this shot. You want them down lower so there's more angle here. And then when you go back in the backswing, I want you to feel like you're going to point the club more into this position here, which is in a toe-up position, because at the moment you're that way. And you can see how that takes the loft and the bounce off. And then from there you're coming through and you're this way. So it's all about this shot, making sure you get it here. Okay, so it's there. You see how the toe works up, and just trying. I'm going to hit this one behind the ball on purpose. Just try and listen to the noise there. Did you hear the noise? And you see the spin?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've hit that behind the ball with release. Okay, so it's releasing under the ball now. I call this release 2 now. And that's what creates the spin and the softness of the flight. But because you're getting ball first contact with drive, you see it's coming out too hot.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It
So I'm
makes
asking you
sense.
to actually hit the ground first. I want an indirect contact.
And I can hit the ground first, don't you worry.
Yeah, but now we're going to hit the ground first with the right part of the club.
Yeah.
And not the wrong, okay? Right, you set up
Okay.
to it. Okay, that's it. Put the club down.
So,
Yep.
so a little further away.
That gets the hands lower.
Yeah.
And then we have the shaft in line with the back of the ball there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
And then on the
Okay.
way back,
Yeah, keep going.
it's more up.
That's
like this.
much better. Yeah, try and turn your torso a bit as well, like we
Yeah,
did earlier.
sorry.
Yeah, so we're going to rotate. But that's what you want.
Yeah.
So you're historically that way.
Yeah. So
You see how
instead of,
that's strengthening the loft? I want you to be here,
yeah.
getting that toe up there. And
And
then
then-
from there, we're going to let the club drop. Hit the ground before the ball there, slide underneath, and it's going to be more this way through it.
Okay.
And that'll feel very different
Yeah.
because you've always been that way,
Yeah.
and I want you more this way.
Okay.
Can you feel the club is
Yeah,
swinging?
yeah, yeah. It's almost like you can feel the whole hips from start to finish,
That's it.
right?
Yeah, they're moving. Yeah. So what I'd like to do to begin with, do some practice swings and see if you can hit the ball without hit the ground, without making a divot.
Yeah.
There you go. No noise. Let's
Yeah.
try again. I want you to hit the ground and no divot. If you do that with the release, you won't create one. Great. Every time you do that, you're getting nearer to the softer flight. Okay, that's it. Give me a slightly longer backswing. Give me a little bit of a lighter grip as well. Very good. Very good. You hear that noise?
Yeah.
Can you feel the bounce sliding?
Yeah, I can. Sounds
Perfect.
lovely.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, right. If you give me that noise with the ball, I think we're going to be in business.
Yeah.
Right, ball forward, hands back a little bit, softer grip pressure. Bring the handle back 1 inch. That's it. Good.
Yeah.
Really light.
Yeah.
Okay. Get the club into a toe up position and give me the noise of the brush behind the ball. There we go. What a transformation.
Look at that height.
Yeah, that's it. There you
So
go.
nice.
Yeah, that's it. So we just changed a few things in setup,
Yeah.
but just give you a better concept about how the club needs to work through the turf to hit that softer, higher shot.
Wow. I didn't even know with this club I could get that
Yeah,
softness.
pretty good. Right, so yeah, just it. Hands nice and low.
Yeah.
Hands very light.
Yeah.
It's really important. I do think you get
So
a
just
little bit tight.
Don't grip the.
Yeah, so look at me.
Yeah.
If I grip it as tight as I can, this club can't swing. If I grip it light, I mean, I'm hardly holding it when I chip, by the way. The club can start to swing. Look, I'm taking the thumbs off. Look how the club moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if the lighter you are, the better. The more the ball sucks into those grooves and
Okay.
creates the friction that you need against what you got there. Yeah, you've got some grooves left, I think, now.
Hardly any, but yeah. Okay, it's nice and soft.
That's it. So show me the toe up position. Bit more torso turn. I like your last one. You've got a nice length to it. That's good.
Yeah.
Show me how the club releases. Come down that way. Slide this way.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
No, right. So, okay, that's fine. So that's good. I'm pleased you did that. Right, now you moved off the ball then. Don't move off the ball. You've got to stay in that front foot. That's why I want that foot flared and in there. And you did get a little bit in there again with the wrist. I want that wrist to have some cupping in it. This is cupping, this angle here.
Yeah.
So show me the backswing. Bit of cupping there.
Yeah.
We must get there, okay?
I think with the weight transfer, I just with the torso turning, I transfer the weight too.
Yeah. That's why I want you that left foot is flared, and I
Yeah.
want you to feel like you're really sticking the pressure through that left foot.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Very, very good. Look at the height again. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And then you've got to practice that just to get you feel, because you're not used to the ball going that high.
Yeah.
You've got to figure out what speed do I need to deliver on that.
Yeah.
That's just a bit of practice.
Yeah. And so if there was a bunker right in front of us and the pin was even closer, that's kind of the shot you
that
have
would have
to
been
hit,
fantastic,
right?
yeah. Just bring those hands back. So lower hands, lower. That's it. Low, that's it. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Don't open the face too much. Just a touch is good. Okay. Give me a toe up position. Give me a slide on the ground. That's it. Give me a slide on the ground and give me some chest rotation through the ball. Fantastic. Timmy, that's absolutely superb.
Get in.
There you go. That fantastic.
Yeah.
That
that's
landed like a bag of sugar.
Yeah,
Did
it
it?
did.
Boom. Yeah. Right. So when you're playing out the rough, I want you to understand this as well. If you've got a lie like that, put the club behind the ball. You can see how the club is sitting under the ball. You can play exactly the same shot we've just been working on. In fact, play it. Just this. Go to the front pin again.
Front pin. Same shot.
Yeah, same shot. Right, don't drag that handle though, right? So you went slightly back to your old technique there and dragged it.
Yeah.
I want you to feed it underneath.
Loose your hands.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Right? Now, however, if I give you this type of light, you see how it's sitting down more?
Yeah.
You've got a cushion behind it. You can't play that same shot there because the grass is going to eat the speed of the club up.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit steeper. So what you do here, you get a little bit wider, you lean more on your left side, and you do need to put some sharp lean in. Open the face, but I want you to hinge a little bit earlier, and you want you to hit behind the ball still, but you are going to have a slight lean here, but hold the loft, so it's like this.
Yeah.
Okay, and it pops out more.
Yeah.
It won't come out with the same sort of
Height.
spin and height you get because you can't really get sort of the grooves on the ball there, but that's the adjustment. If you come in too shallow here, this is going to get caught here and the ball doesn't stick going here or so, okay? So
100%.
just go this way, down the grip, hinge, hit behind, hold the loft on, okay?
Yeah.
See you play that.
It's kind of like the shot that I've been playing, right?
Yeah, it is. You should be good at this.
Yeah. So,
But open the face a bit more.
open the face.
Open the face and then lean the shaft that way. And then it's
Right.
hinge earlier, which will come from how you set up. So when you
Yeah.
go down the grip and lean the hands forward, it'll want to hinge earlier. But then you come in down just behind and it'll pop up.
Okay.
All right? Okay, right idea. Let's do it again.
Is that because of the lie of just hitting the ground
It was
first?
a bit of delay, but you did hit too far back on it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ball back of the foot more, huh?
It's in the middle of the stance, but
Middle
because
of
you're
stance.
leaning forward, it's back in relation to where your chest bone is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's good. That came out really well. As I said, you won't get the same control.
Yeah.
So you have to allow for that and where you're going to
Yeah.
land it. But I want to just point this out to you.
For the striker.
You have to look at the lie. This is a green light lie to play the shot we just worked on. Okay, this is an amber light. It's sitting down a little bit. You can give it a go, but when it starts to sit down like that, you've got to create a different solution.
Yeah.
Which is that kind of like further back, hinge and hit down a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, you clear on that? I'm going to give you a green light though. I want to see if you can play that new shot again for me.
The new shot.
Yeah.
Okay, so forward. Up here. Ooh, twist that.
Good. Very good.
That's
We've
great.
got a little bit of finesse in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what short game is all about. All right, cool.
Brilliant.
Well done from your shot.
Cheers.
So let's see if we can take it to a course now.
So,
yeah?
do you think I'll make 18 pars in a row?
Do I think you'll make 18 in a row? If you've played long enough, you never know. Yeah. Okay.
Day 133 of playing golf every single day until I make 18 pars in a row. I'm still an 11.3 handicap, and today I've got Dan Grieve here to help me with my short game.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, we've got par 5 here. You've got the wind off the right. We have OB down the left. There's plenty of room right, and you're saying you cut the ball a little bit. So I'd like you to aim this straight down the middle of the fairway. A little bit of a cut into the wind would be perfect.
Okay, let's do that.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Thank you.
Great start.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah.
Good start.
First swing of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, great start. I was a little bit nervous over that one,
I
actually.
love the fact, guys, you clearly don't edit anything. No. I mean, that is fantastic, isn't it?
That's half of the authenticity.
How far do you hit a 9-iron?
About 125 meters, so 40 yards.
Okay. Okay. Let's hit a pitching wedge here. The reason I'm saying we've got about 230 yards to the front of the green, but there are 4 large bunkers down there.
Yeah.
And I want to keep you short of those. It's a par 5.
Yeah.
Right, we're trying to make par. So I want you to hit a pitching wedge. Do you see the tree trunk there, kind of the one in the sunlight?
Yeah.
Okay. If you go straight at that with a pitching wedge, that's going to leave you about another wedge in. Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it.
All right, we're on the fairway.
Good pupil. I like it.
Yes.
I mean, we could have chased it a little bit more and hit the 9, but you can see the 9 might have crept towards. We've totally taken all these bunkers out of play.
I mean, now we've just got the easiest par 3 in the world. No, not in the world, maybe. But
Yeah, that's right. Simple shot in.
100.5 meters. Yeah.
There's around about 5 yards of wind there.
Okay.
I'd like you to leave it a little bit below the hole, so you've got a simple putt. So let's play this as a 110 shot.
Okay.
Okay, we're not going to worry about the wind. It's a 110 shot. Have you got a 110 club?
No.
What have you got that's near?
So I 56 or pitching wedge are my 2 options.
No, we're not going to hit 56.
No, we're not, because it's going to be a full swing. So it's going to be a 3/4
Yeah.
swing with a pitching wedge.
That's good. Right. Very similar to the last swing, okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
You can go straight at this.
Okay.
Actually, just a yard right of it, because the wind's just coming off the right of it. Strike. Pushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
If that carries, go! Oh, no. Bunker shot.
No.
We haven't done bunker play.
That's the one thing we didn't work on. Oh.
Can you see this little bit of sand behind the ball?
Yeah.
That's going to make the ball run a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so this isn't going to spin this much. It's going to land. It's going to chase out. But that's doing us a favour because we've got quite a lot of green to work with.
Yeah.
So just play your normal shot. We can land it. If we can land this about 15, 20 feet short of the pin, I'm sure it's going to run out to the pin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Very, very good. Very good shot.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. And it's run out like we thought.
Let's
Brilliant.
go make that putt.
Okay,
Let's go.
good shot.
Thank you.
That was class too.
It was.
That was
Thank
so
you.
good.
Great shot. Thank
You
you.
see what I mean though? You've got to, and the lie
100%,
makes
yeah,
it run out. And it's just
yeah.
that golfing IQ bit of reading the lie.
I wouldn't have known that would have done that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even care to think of the lie. It just
It's that little bit
skimmed,
behind it, yeah.
like had spin, but then released.
Yeah, exactly.
What a guy. So right to left. But I do not
Downhill
know how
right
much.
to left.
Quite a bit, I'd say, actually.
Well, it depends on the pace, obviously. It depends how firm you're going to hit this. I'd be playing this fairly softly so it can just sort of drop in the hole.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of break on it. I would have this. I would go here. You get that?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. Oh, missed it low.
Missed
it low.
All right, guys. 0 pars today. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. We did not make a par, but my short game has massively improved. Thank you to Dan Grieve, and thank you to Woburn Golf Club for having us out here today. We will see you again tomorrow, and subscribe.
Okay, good stuff.
Cheers then.